Captain, song that's playing for you is Yes Indeed. So, you in a space, you found your strength, you manifesting, and you expressing your mind and how you feel about or how what you see and or think when it comes to a topic, subject, or situation. You could be in an environment and you know in order for you to manifest a certain type of outcome or a certain type of direction, closed mouths don't get fed. You got to speak up in some way, shape, or form. So you dug deep, you found your strength. Might be dealing with a Leo, don't have to be, and you may be communicating or expressing your mind now. Whether it's how you think about a situation, how you see something, or you may want to participate in a space, or a new space, or just a previous space. You know what you're dealing with better than I know. Or someone outside of you could be in a position where they want to manifest a space or situation, relationship with you. And now someone could be coming to you in a certain type of manner. Look, it's crazy because it's your last one. You could have been dealing with like an ex-friend or an ex-associate or an ex-relationship type shit. Three of Swords came out. Now it could be someone. If it's like they could have been through some heartbreak, and now someone that heartbreak put someone in a position to develop a more stable, solid mind about the topic of friendships, the topic of family, the topic of relationships, the topic of a community or just an environment, topic of love, whatever it was. It reinforced someone's thoughts about a certain topic, subject, or situation, so that the next time someone takes an action, it'll be from a strong and with the intention on manifesting the right type of way. Now, whether that is you who've been through the heartbreak that put you in a position to expand, or someone outside of you may have been put through a heartbreak. It doesn't even have to be with you. It could have just been in their reality, and now they may want to come to you and express their mind towards you about, or just share a space. Someone may want to come be your friend. Someone may want to get in a relationship with you, or just kick it with you. Put your foot in the shoe that fits you. Ain't no cards out here. Yeah. So we own it. Yeah, whatever knowing. Oh shit. Oh. First card out is the Ten of Wands. Something heavy on you. And now it don't gotta be heavy in a negative way. You could just have your work cut out for you in a situation, in a relationship, in a friendship. You doing something, or you involved in or expressing yourself somewhere, or you just in a certain type of space. You feel me? Now in the past. This could have been home for you, but something may have happened, or it's like you could have put you could have built your mind in a certain space about this situation, this friendship, this relationship, and the mind you built may have been in a lower place. It's back to the heartbreak. So it's like you could have been through a heartbreak, and that tainted, it's like you built a mind upon that pain. Now, you could have built a mind upon that pain in a good way, but it may have changed how you see the topic of home, topic of family, topic of passion, topic of something you want to show and express. Now, fast forward, you carrying that mind about family, friends, relationship, love, business, whatever you're getting into. You feel me? It could have manifested you a whole bunch of burdens. Now those burdens could just be different feelings and emotions about the fact that you're in the situation you're in right now. But the reason you're in the situation you're in right now is because you put your mind put you there, or you put you there. You feel me? We own it. You have to own the whatever part or role or whatever you did to be put in a unbalanced or unstable place regarding family, regarding home, regarding relationships, regarding something you want to put it out and express to your community and or world. You feel me? Again, you could have been fixed in a certain mind, Hangman in reverse, about whatever pain you've been through, and you built upon that. Now you've manifested burdens. It don't even gotta be like burdens in a sense where you just got a whole lot of shit going on in your life. It could just be the burden of seeing someone external to you in a relationship, and that weigh heavy on you because it's like you want to be in a relationship, but because of what you've been through in a relationship, that you let it change you, not for the better, but you let it change you for the worse. You let it change a definition of something for you, and that it changed that definition in a negative way. Now you may fast forward, you're living in that now. You feel me? Gotta own that. Damn, this was in the same position in your last one. Now, if you in a relationship, it's like it's a burden. If it's the relationship, that's a burden. Or you could just be burdensome because of how you feel about what you're in, what you're doing, what you're expressing. Again, if it's external to you, you could be observing people outside of you in relationships, and that brings your feelings down, which brings you to a burdensome place. You make, you feel me? It's all over the place. You feel me? It's like that. Or you could have invested in something and you manifested a whole lot of burdens. Wow, that came out. Now to cut coins upright. If it's you versus someone outside of you could have, if someone outside of you expressed themselves to you, the way it's laying out, the knight is moving away from the 10 and the 2. But if it's in the sense where someone could have brought you a mindset, because the song I was playing for one of your readings was Lights Off. So you could have been unaware of a situation. You could have been unaware of the dynamic of your relationship, the dynamic of your friendship, the dynamic of your just whatever you were participating in. But at the same time, you were presenting it like you thought this was something to celebrate. You thought this is what love was. You thought this is what passion was. You thought this is how friends are. You feel me? So it's like you just continue to build upon that. Someone outside of you could have expressed or brought you a new mind about something. It's like someone who may have been more experienced than you in a certain category of your life. You feel me? They had more experience points put in this class, and you may have had more experience put in another class. But them having the experience in that class brought you a mind to realize the burden you're in. You feel me? Now that the lights are on, you are aware you got a whole lot of shit. You really don't. It's like you got, whether you have a whole lot of problems, you did bring them upon yourself. Or you're just in a very heavy situation. And it just keeps pulling you down in regards to how you feel about your life, how you feel about your day to day. Every time you involve yourself with this person is you complain about everything. They never got shit good to say about what's going on in life, and that shit brought you down. Now you burden. Because you're carrying that person's mind or perspective on. It's like you got that. You're sharing that energy now. You feel me? If it's you versus you, then because it's like you're tired of being weighted. You're tired of being in a heavy situation. Whether it's heavy emotionally, whether heavy spiritually, or you just got a whole lot of burdens around you. And it's like you want a new. But now you want a new with the knowing that what you know now. Now that you know what you know now about this, you want to do it again in a different space or a different place. You may be in a position where you just want to up and move. You feel me? It could be like that. Yeah, look, because you looked at what you was doing. If it's you versus someone outside of you, then again, it's someone outside. It's like from the outside looking in, and someone expressed their perspective on what they saw in your space when they looked at whatever you had going on. Look, it could have been unwarranted when someone expressed themselves to you about this. You feel me? It's like, it could have been your friend sticking their nose where it ain't belong. But even though they stuck their nose where it ain't belong, it was facts though. You feel me? It's like you couldn't not appreciate the fact that they said that, because it made you see something. So it's like, damn, so if that person said that, how many other people see it like that? Now it may be a burden because your external world, it's like you feeling differently about your relations now. Whether, again, it's the fact that someone stuck their nose in, but they were spitting facts, or you could have just been in a position you could have put your foot out or put yourself out in a new space. May have never done this before. You may have never expressed it, but you tried it. And you trying that made you recall or just look at what you were doing or what you were doing, not what you're doing now or what you're walking into, but where you're coming from. In order to know where you're going, you got to know where you're coming from. Where you want to go is making you look at where you're coming from. And you like, oh, damn, I've been in that. You feel me? It's like that. Gun them down. Yeah, you may be putting a period on some shit. Whether that's friendship, and as I say that, look at the tower. Look, tower to some unbalance. Whether that is somebody getting dropped, somebody getting left out, or whether that's just somebody which is a mind or a thought and feeling you had, you know what? Let me not think about that like that anymore. Let me ignore that. Every time my mind goes that direction about that topic, let me steer it back in a positive direction, because you've manifested a whole lot of unbalance and burdens thinking like this, participating in that energy, or just expressing your time and investing your time and energy in that arena of your life, or with those people or that person. You feel me? So it's like you're not doing that no more. Yeah, now it could be conflict because of that change. 5 of Wands upright, or it's just like you fighting to get out of some shit, or it's just a whole bunch of arguments because you want to do something new, or because you already did something new. You already invested in something new. You already expressed yourself in a new type of way. And whatever was the old is in conflict with you because of your new. And that may be burdensome to you. But at the same time, it's just making you further realize what or who you were dealing with. Only prompting you to want to express yourself more in a different direction. You feel me? If it's that. If it's you versus you could just be conflicted right now. Yeah, in order to know where you're going, you got to know where you came from. And where you may have to fight to get out of where you came from, because you manifested a whole lot while you was there. It wasn't just like you was just, you manifested a whole lot of passions, expressions, or you was just communicating or expressing yourself in your arena in a certain type of, you feel me? Whatever it was. And now you have to fight to get out of that energy. You can't just shake it off. You feel me? If it's you versus you. Yeah, you may be known for a certain type of thing, or you in your community, or you're just seen in a certain type of light by someone external to you. And now you got to you may be in a position where you want to pull yourself out of that. Damn, star in reverse is the last card. You're in conflict with the star in reverse. If it's you versus someone outside of you, it's like they're arguing with you just because they know they can't. After this, it'll never be. Basically, whether that's you could be in a position where you may be and if it's you versus you going through some shit. 10 of Wands is the first card. Star in reverse is the last card. Before that was the 5 of Wands upright. Yeah, you going through some turmoil right now. Some real heavy turbulence. Because of something you emotionally invested in it was not a good investment. It only brought you to a lower space of feeling, or just a lower space of expressing or investing yourself. You may have thought it was solid once upon a time, but now you know it's not solid. And you know it's not solid because someone either expressed themselves to you, someone who was on the outside looking in, expressed themselves to you, whether it was warranted or not. They stuck their nose in your shit, and they was telling you about yourself. You may have gotten mad, you may have gotten upset, but what they were spitting at you was facts. Can't even be mad. So now you're in a position where you may want to express yourself in a new, because you know where you at. You can't, there'll never be nothing, and you got to fight to get out of that. And you know what that means for you, Cap?